Hello friends, welcome to another video. Today's review is To Kill a Kingdom by Alexandra Christo. Can I get that close? Are you jumping down already, Rye? Oh, I'll hold that closer so you can see it. You can see the tentacles. And that fluff, all the tentacles on the book, on the dagger. So this is a standalone. It's the only one. I got it from my public library, from the Kindale Library. If you live anywhere in Newfoundland, you can check it out. I will read the blurb. His heart will make a fine trophy. Princess Lyra, Princess Lyra is siren royalty, and the most lethal of them all. With the hearts of 17 princes in her collection, she is revered across the sea, until a twist of fate forces her to kill one of her own. To punish her daughter, the Sea Queen transforms Lyra into the one thing sirens loathe most, a human. Robbed of her song, Lyra has until the winter solstice to deliver Prince Elian's heart to the Sea Queen, or remain a human forever. The ocean is the only place Prince Elian calls home. Even though he is heir to most... I'm struggling with this, guys. Sorry. Even though he is heir to the most powerful kingdom in the world, hunting sirens is more than an unsavory hobby. It's his calling. When he rescues a drowning woman in the ocean, she's more than what she appears. She promises to help him find the key to destroying all of sirenkind for good. But can he trust her? And just how many deals will Elian have to broker to eliminate humankind's greatest enemy? Do you want out, Ryan? See, he was by the door, and now he's just standing here. I was going to let him out. You want out? I'll let you out. We're not playing this game. Come on. Sorry, guys. So the main characters are obviously Lyra and Elian, Prince Elian, and his main crew, her mother and her cousin. Who is his main crew? Normally I write this all down beforehand, and I didn't today. His Kai and Toric and Madrid are his main three for the crew. Where's her cousin? That's her mother. Her mother is Maeve. Queen Maeve of the Sea. Kalia is her one cousin, who's also kind of important. So this is a Little Mermaid retelling, but it is a little different than the Walt Disney version that everyone knows. Obviously, Lyra is the Little Mermaid, and she's a siren, and she hunts people instead. It's sort of like this war that's going on between humans and sirens, and they don't even really remember completely why it started and why it's still going on. The Siren Queen is very cruel and vindictive, and something that I should mention is the reason there's tentacles on it, because the Siren Queen, once she becomes a queen, she gets tentacles instead of the tail fin that makes her the queen instead of just a regular siren. So she's a little bit different. So she's like the evil sea witch, like the Little Mermaid, but she's actually Lyra's mother. And she turns, like I said in the thingy, she turns her into a human because she's mad at her and takes away her siren voice. She still has her voice, she can still talk, but she can't use her song to enrapture men or people or anything like that. And obviously the prince, and I should mention, she only ever hunts princes, and the main prince, Prince Elian, kills sirens. He likes to be at sea more than to be at land. In this one, he also has a sister. I should mention that. He's got both his parents and a younger sister. So they end up getting paired together to... He finds out something that's supposed to defeat all sirens. But she's thinking if she can get it, she can win her mother's approval back. So she helps him. And then, of course, plans change. Because that's how things go in books. Plans always change. So I would suggest the age level for this, like 14 plus for sure. There's very little romance in it at all. And I kind of like the difference between this and the real or the original Little Mermaid. I shouldn't say the original because the Disney version is not the original. If you read the Hans Christian Andersen Little Mermaid, it is darker, way darker than the Walt Disney version. But yeah, like she has her own goals and it has nothing to do with being with someone at all. It's about her own power and becoming free, really, right? That's their goals. Actually, it's his too, in a way, to be free, to make their own choices and their own decisions. And so it's enemies to friends more than enemies to lovers. But like I said, there's very little romance in the whole book. There's a lot of twists. There's definitely, well, I shouldn't say a lot of twists. There's a couple of twists thrown in that I really liked. Made it different. There's definitely lots of layers involved. Parts of it felt predictable, but that's it's following the general premise of the Little Mermaid story. So some parts are predictable. She even has red hair, like Ariel in the Disney version. I feel like it was well paced. It wasn't too fast. It wasn't too slow. Good pace for the whole book. There's no animal sidekicks. No dragons. Sorry, guys. No dragons. Not even seahorses or sea dragons. Some fighting. Magic for sure. There's a magic dagger. And of course the siren song is magic in itself. They also use a little bit of technology. It's in a different world. It's kind of, so I don't really know what the world is based on. He's the king of Midas. Well, I should say he's the prince of Midas, the country of Midas. So it's kind of like that myth where there's gold everywhere, but it's not the same as the King Midas story at all. That's not really part of it. It's the Little Mermaid story. They just sort of blend things to make him important, I guess. There's several other kingdoms and several other princes, obviously, because she hunts princes. Oh, I should also mention, she only takes one a year, one for every year of her life. So on her birthday, she does this. It's not like they're out killing all the time. Each siren only takes one a year. Definitely minor emotions. I wouldn't give it full-on strong emotions. Some excitement, some surprise, some shock, and some happiness. I liked the end a lot. I liked how they wrapped everything up, how they finished it, how everyone gets what they want. Everyone gets what they want, including all the side characters, which always makes me happy. And they did a little afterward, an end chapter for several months later kind of thing, and how things are working out for them. They leave minor things to the imagination. The main storyline is complete and finished all in one book, which I love. You get to see the growth of the characters, how they go from the place that they're in to figuring out how to be better and how to solve the problems that they have and how to be more more free, which is, you know, the goal of the book, right? Freedom for everybody and happiness for everybody. I would give it a 3 out of 5 star rating. It's a good book. It's good writing. The characters are likable, but the plot didn't really jump at me. It wasn't like a crazy page turner. I read it. I could read it in a day. It's not a very big book, in my opinion. It's not a very big book. The printing is decently sized, like regular size, right? I did like it a lot. I would not reread it, but I would definitely recommend it. I love a good fairy tale retelling. So, like, as a retelling of The Little Mermaid, it did an excellent job about being original and, like, changing the main story. I definitely enjoyed it. Definitely a good read. Worth it. Totally worth it. The typical, you know, girl power. But that's okay. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Anyway, I hope all you guys have an absolutely wonderful day, and I will see you all in the next video.